Very much, Rishi. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Well, this 46-year-old left-hander is making his second semi-final appearance in this event and hoping his very good form can take him all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning indoor pairs champion, it is Les Gillett. And now to a true master of the game, who has no less than 15 WBT titles to his credit. 4 times World Indoor Singles Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Paul Foster, MBE!
Well, Paul Foster and Les Gillett have met twice at these championships before. Paul won on both occasions, and in both those years went on to win the title. Is that an omen? A great day in Prospect, the first semi-final about to begin. To describe the action, a man who lifted the Open Singles title 3 times, Andy Thompson, alongside the BBC's David Corkill.
Thank you, Rishi. Les Gillett, definitely once again facing a monumental challenge. Having said that, he's been in this situation twice already. Alex Marshall and Darren Burnett. I think Les really has exceeded his own expectations in this event. But he's done so with great bowls, and he's playing really well.
Certainly has. Been very impressed by him all week. Confidence is high. Started slowly against Darren last night, but came into a good game. And from earlier on, confidence has never been as high.
Well, the key to Les Gillett's success has been his first 2 deliveries. He's been playing very well with those and putting his opposition under a lot of pressure. Quarter-final, I have to say he was exceptional against Darren Burnett. First 3 or 4 ends were singles, but after that, Darren Burnett was chasing the game with a lot of running bowls and always makes it very hard. There he goes again, ball's close.
Well, Paul might not hesitate in playing in heavy ball early on here. Looks quite a good target.
Yes, anything inside the jack, the 2 green will disappear. Early for a runner.
Very close. Very close.
Got his own bowl, but he was on the right side of the jack, and that's the important bit. That jack's going to be awkward where it is now. It's going to be difficult to play the narrow side. You have to come across the rink.
Yeah, so Les will be playing his backhand here.
It's close for the shot, Les. Slightly favour one red, but it is close.
Close for shot.
Yes, touching ball in the ditch. That's live. Leslie, left-hander.
Well, this is a position in the green that players would not have practiced. But it's a good start away from Les.
It's hard to pick out the line. Played that well.
Yeah, the players are really guessing here. Well, Paul looks to be underneath with this one. This may not stay in the rink. Well, we've got a good view here, and that is possibly out.
Well, no movement. Paul Foster will move across and have a look. It's very close, I would suggest. but
Yes, must be in, or the umpires would have been taking a look at that one.
I don't think it'll affect the end.
No, it won't. It's only if it was second shot, David, that's the only thing, but it's the second shot coming in.
No, that's good. That's 4 very good balls from Les Gillett.
Yes. Got his drawing arm going right away. First end. Paul's close here. Well, that's right. Great final delivery from Paul Foster.
You're always waiting for the recovery ball, aren't you?
One shot, Paul Foster.
There we see final delivery. Resting the ball, falls in for shot.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
Les once again just settling himself on the mat. Just taking a few seconds on it, that's all. A little extra than normal.
Yes, it's worked so far this week, David. As I say, just that extra few seconds on the mat, composing himself to set them all, and he really is playing steady balls.
One green.
Close again. Paul Foster would have expected this.
Yes, I mean, semi-final, David. It's always a big occasion for both players.
Half an
Everybody
inch
just
gap.
wants to get through this game, but Paul not really started it overly well. Being outdrawn currently by Les. Having to play the forcing bow. This is the second end running. He's having to attack the head.
I would expect this ball to go deep.
Yes, if he goes deep, then he's almost guaranteed scoring the shot, I think, Les. May just feel that could draw another. Paul will probably be playing aggressive again.
I like to see this, actually, with Les. He's got 30 seconds. He's nowhere near it. He gets down to 15 at the lowest, but just taking a few seconds to compose himself and think about every single ball. My goodness me, this is courageous to go in there again.
Well, he's going to finish on the centre line, so that's going to give Paul a problem.
He's going to play it. He's going to have to play it on the backhand.
I think he might just be trying to draw here. Just trying to draw the second shot. Difficult to draw the shot.
He's played it well.
Played it very well. Final delivery again.
No, that's why I wasn't sure about
One
just
red.
drawing in, Andy, because I think if he had left it, Paul might have been tempted to go again.
Yes, but well, that's two ends running. Paul Foster's last ball. Possibly gained the shot again.
Les, just a little tap, and he'll make the shot. Very close to this. Wants the edge, doesn't want it full. Edge will do it. Oh, it's too far, is it?
I think he's got the shot. Wonderful ball from this.
That's accurate ball.
Oh, that's so difficult to play that, David. That's a great ball. I think he's got the shot.
Probably deserves a shot for that one. Having said that, Paul Foster played a brilliant ball as well.
Umpire.
Yep, umpire being called. 2 green against the 1 red. Any more weight or any thicker contact and that would have scampered through to the red ball.
It certainly looks like 1 to green.
A bit of a chat with Les last night. He's in a good place at the moment. He really is. He's very relaxed, very comfortable. Every match he goes into at the moment, he's also the underdog. I think that front one looks like it might be in. Two green.
2 shots. Les Gillett.
No, it's a great conversion.
Well, he played that conversion with just about 15 inches away, David. That shows his confidence because we all know how difficult that shot is, and he played it really well.
Les going through for the long jack length. He knows Paul Foster will go on the short.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Doesn't really matter with these 2 players. They'll play good balls to any length on this portable rink. Did you just go to your own favourite? That's all. He's swinging the arm, just making sure he's able to push through this. Very easy to drop short.
He's always been technically very good, David, his Les. But it's just, I'd agree with you, it's just an extra 5 or 6 seconds on the mat, which I think is just really composing. I mean, just making him, you know, even more compact, really. Really good. Paul quicker on the mat.
It's good stuff. Both players.
Your gap is 15 inches past Jack High.
Big opportunity as well for Paul Foster. He's looking to chase down his 5th title. Alex Marshall has been put out by Les Gillett, so the door's open there. Want to narrow that gap between Alex with 6 and Paul with 4.
1 green.
It's going to be one of those games, Andy, isn't it?
Yeah, top quality
Your ball.
balls.
Your ball has a gap of 9.5
You'd expect that from both
inches.
these players. And it's also semi-final. Semi-final. Big day for all these players, 4 players today. Just one big win to get into that tomorrow's final. Well, clear run, Les. You could be drawing this shot. You've got the clear path. Oh, he's unlucky.
He is unlucky.
One
I
red.
think he had to wait with that.
Well, look, right away, body language. Paul doesn't like that one.
Yes, it's Paul's one of the players where if he's not right with the ball, he lets you know very quickly. Well, it's worth arriving here.
Yes, he could afford to reach at this. I think he'll be trying probably just to touch his own green ball, push it in for shot. But again, he's faced with a difficult shot.
Yes, it's almost easier to try and draw it than it is to play with 2 feet of running. But ball on to Jack is good. He's looking like he's trying to play a positive shot here, but he's under.
Yeah, I think he realised right away. Playing the As you say, David, the difficult weight, right away he was under.
Oh, is he going to make it? He is. Yes. Yep, he gets the double back again.
Two shots, Paul Foster.
Still people
Set
coming
score
into
3-2
the
of the
arena,
three ends.
getting their seats. Very difficult when you've got someone like Paul Foster playing because he's such a fast player. Just have to give him a
That leaves
moment.
24.5 metres.
Slight delay. As you say, David, early morning, just one or two coming in at the last minute. Good session to play though this time. We get half an hour before the game starts, and the crowd are normally in, but just one or two late arrivals.
Always difficult to pull yourself away from the porridge and bran flakes. But this is a very appetizing game for everyone concerned.
It's quite interesting here, David, that both players leading off different hands. Basically, Les is leading on both his backhands, Paul leading on both his backs. Might change a hand here for Paul, playing the forehand.
One green.
Well, a little clap there for that ball, just coming in to split the two reds.
Yeah, I don't think he was meant to be there. I think he was trying to draw another shot, just went yard heavy. Paul looks under with this one. Not really found his range in this direction yet.
Your last ball is 4
Struggling
feet
to get to
through.
the centre, really. Well, Les will be looking to draw another here. Just needs to run.
He's dropped that one short.
That was a chance. He's second and third deliveries and won't be happy with that.
Well, it's still there for the draw. If Paul Foster wants it, there's a running ball on in the backhand, in onto the jack. He's got very good position for it. But he could get a horrible result, so playing the safe draw.
Well, he's played a few good final deliveries. Is he going to play one here as well? No, he's under.
So, not an easy draw for Les. There's balls in the way. Well, I'm not sure if that's enough.
No, I'm not sure if he's pushed it up enough. Possibly. I think the way both players are looking, Les is looking at Paul as if to say it's 2, but that's close, isn't it?
Oh, well, certainly close enough for a measure, but favour green.
2 shots, Les Gillett.
Yep, well done, Les. If he'd have missed it either side with that weight, Andy was in.
Yes, he was.
Set score 3-4 after 4 ends.
Both players colour coordinated with their green soles on green and red soles on red for their shoes. By accident or deliberately?
37.5 metres.
Well, I think Paul always plays with a red sole, so I think it's just probably that's the shoes that Paul will be wearing. But I think in Les's case, I think he probably has got a red and a green pair.
Your ball, 10-inch gap. 1 green.
He has been so consistent. The first deliveries.
Yes, I think you did say that, David. You thought that might be the key, that
Just the
Les
one.
gets in first and forces Paul into shots. And at the moment, Les is just getting in earlier than Paul. Wants to tuck this jack away here, make it harder. Didn't like that one, but I wouldn't be fooled by that. Sometimes Les does that and then it ends up on top of the jack. But
I think he's right this time.
yes, I think he is. He's not fooled us this time. This looks better from Paul. Yes, looks like the shot.
1 red.
A lot of damage, Paul, with his third and fourth ball.
Gap is 2.5 inches.
I think that's why Les would be disappointed with his third delivery there. That was a chance to seal the head. Now facing a difficult last ball. Just a draw. Well, there we see the head down. That would normally indicate a bad delivery, but let's wait and see.
Not with Les. Probably knew he was just slightly over, but if he drops back, he's going to be very close.
Very close.
1 red.
If that's 1 red, I think Paul Foster will walk away from it.
Yeah, I think it is 1 red. Yes, I'd agree, David. Take the 1, Paul.
It's too tight a game, it really is. It's every shot means so much. It's not even worth a timeout on this one.
I'd agree. I'd keep this set tight. Easily
Timeout,
give that
Paul.
away.
Take 1, apologies.
That's
Take 1.
wise.
Rightly so. Taking the 1.
1 shot, Paul Foster.
Just occasionally, you have to walk away, even sometimes when the shot's against you with the last ball.
Yes.
You just walk away,
Set score
forget about it.
4-4 after 5 ends.
Well, I'll be interested to see where Paul puts the jack with this length and this end. Not been getting in early on the shorter length. Might be a case of going a bit longer here. Yeah, I think he's going longer. I think that's right. He knows that he's not getting the first two balls in on the shorter length.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Well, again, Paul likes to get on with it, but you just have to give folks a moment or two just to get settled. There we go. They're just getting into their seats now. Lovely. Job done.
Better opener for Paul in this direction.
Well, that's a rare loose one from Les.
Yeah, changes his hand as well. He's been playing the backhand in this direction. That's perhaps a different length, so therefore wants to go to the forehand side. He's been practicing quite a bit, so he knows that different lengths, he'll play different hands.
Well, he might change now just to get a close ball. On his backhand. He's not sure about this one. He's trying to keep the ball out. Must think he's slightly under the line.
He's not bad.
Was he ever?
It's a good second.
Yeah, it's a really good ball.
One red.
It's a good switch of hands here from Paul. I think he's drawn the perfect shot. Oh, that's very good.
That tightens everything up. Les can't afford to be too aggressive. He's only got the one ball in there.
9 inches.
Well, he's been told that his closest ball's 9 inches short, so I think there's still room for him to draw here. Just asking Paul to move in his line.
Yes, he likes to see the markers at each side of the rink.
Sticking to the draw.
Now he's going to have to pull very quickly. He's close with this.
Very close. Oh, he's unlucky. May have got second.
Yes, an inch the other side, and he would have been coming off the outside ball in for shot.
Two red.
Paul's asking the marker, is it 1 or 2?
Timeout called. Paul has 4 timeouts remaining.
Well, Paul could play a similar ball in the forehand, try to almost seal the head up here. Not a lot of danger on the forehand side. Yeah, we see the 2 red balls closest. If he can, yes, a ball in there, David. That's perfect.
I think Les can afford to be aggressive. He's 2 balls in the head now, so back ball will be useful.
Yeah, I don't think he's grasped it enough. Slap of the thigh there. Knew he was short.
Well, no, I think There is actually a chance for Les to remove the two reds. Just the way they're sitting, it is possible.
I'd agree, David. We could see his feet there looking at the angle. Yeah, that's a reasonable result. So he could be positive here on Les's backhand, but almost certainly take one out.
Well, that edge, Andy, brings him all the way through to here. Red ball goes out, red ball goes out.
4 timeouts remaining.
And that also brings in the front green ball.
I'd agree. This is quite a reasonable shot here. Not a high degree of difficulty in this one, really. Hit the target, there's a good chance of getting a result. Oh, he's under.
Oh, he's well under.
Oh, that was a chance, Les. That was a big chance, that. Always under.
Well, even coming off the ball is not going to do anything.
He's under from the hand right away, and knew right away.
Yeah, she's just mouthing himself stupid because he knew the high side of the jack was where to be.
Yeah, there was chances there, and
Two
I think
shots.
already
Paul
signalling
Foster.
two.
Set score 6-4 after 6 ends.
The first time somebody has scored on consecutive ends. In fact, the first time Paul has scored in this direction towards the commentary, so he'll be feeling as though he's got a chance now to seal the set by scoring this end.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
He's done well to be in this position, Paul Foster. He's played a lot of big bowls. Les Gillett has been not exactly cruising through the matches, but the score lines have been very impressive.
I can't recall who was his first two opponents, David, in the championships.
Tom Warder,
Yes, I remember that one, yes.
7-6 was close in the first set, 10-6 in the second. Alex Marshall, 6-4, 8-6, and Darren Burnett, 8-4, 8-4. So he hasn't lost a set yet.
No, he's been good value in all his games. Played really well. He's still playing steady here as well. I think all of a sudden Paul is starting to ask the questions.
1 red. Last ball is 12 inches past.
Well, Paul Foster was really put to the test in the previous game, all the way down to the last bowl, third end of the tiebreak.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Very much found his range now.
Yeah, third bowl. Important bowl in the singles. It seals the head, and that's made it so much harder now for Les. Well, he might be attacking with this one.
It's a hard draw.
Yes, playing the running ball, playing it far too wide.
Well, he was never going to do any damage there because of his own two bowls. One was always locked in.
I think the secret to Les's success so far, David, has been the draw, and he's all of a sudden getting asked to play the running balls, and probably not his best shot.
2 red.
Well, he's good at them, but he hasn't had much practice, simply because he hasn't needed to.
Correct, he's been outdrawing his opponents, simple as that.
Les has got 3 balls at the back here, Paul. Well, he's going to have to leave his own 2 balls. Just play deep. Doesn't want to lose a silly 3.
Yeah, that's a good ball. Well, it'll be the same shot for Les. try to remove the 2 red balls or move the jack. As you say, he's got the 2 deepest, so he would score if this jack goes deep. Score 2 or 3, possibly.
Two balls out. Give him
Big
a
ball,
single.
this, isn't it? Big
Oh.
ball. I think this could almost keep the set tight, or I would fancy Paul Foster to take this opening set. So this is a big one, this.
Well, he's in the area this time.
Better.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Very unlucky.
Sort of had to get the 2 of them away and made the connection.
One shot, Paul Foster.
Well, he looked to be bang on target.
Well, I think he was, David. Actually, here we see he catches the
Let's
red
go
ball,
7-4,
needs the
7
other to
rings.
disappear. He's unlucky. Good strike, unlucky result.
On another day, those both go, and he's lying 2 shots.
Well, 3 ends running now for Paul Foster. Starting to run for home here in this opening set.
Jack length 27 metres.
He's definitely getting the range, isn't he?
He
He's,
is. You stretch that jack just a little bit, and I think he's starting to find it now, Paul. Les just needs to get a good one in here. That's good.
Yeah, 1 green. Just short, half a ball short.
very close.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, fantastic.
Well, this is where the difference is that in some of the previous games,
Correct.
his opposition hasn't been able
Back ball
to
gap is 3 inches, front ball's 9.
beat him with the first 2 balls. Just letting Dan answer that question.
Well, Les just starting to swap hands there. Probably wasn't needed, really. But he's close. Yeah, good. That's good. That gives him a chance.
That's very good.
1 red.
If you're not going to get the shot, that's
One
exactly
red.
where you want to be.
Yeah, could
Back
build the
ball.
head up.
Les's ball is fractionally short of Jack high. Side ball is half a ball short of Jack high.
Well, Paul knows a very similar bowl as last. He's running out of time, but he's okay. He hurried that. He hasn't used a timeout, I don't think, has he?
I
Maybe
think
one?
he's used one,
Just
David.
one?
Yeah, but I think he probably asked too many questions there, and that's probably why, as you say, he ran out of time. And then, inevitably, you play a bad ball after, you know, when you're rushing. When that gets down to 5 or 6 seconds, you tend to rush the ball, and I think that's what happened with Paul in that final third delivery there. Rushed the ball and played a poor one.
It's too important. Use the timeout. You have to give yourself a little bit of time. Every ball is crucial at this stage. Les, that's a hard shot.
Yeah.
He's losing balls at the moment.
Losing balls by playing the hard shots, as you say, David. I mean, he was, well, that was only drawing weight, but he was well under the line. I thought he had a better chance on the other side.
I thought so. Could have had a nice little split, but a big crowd here, as always. Usually think at this latter stages of competitions when the big crowds come in, but right from the first match.
Well, Paul will be looking to draw the shot here and seal the first set. Perfect line. How's the weight? No, he's not running.
Well, let's surely go on to the other side now.
Oh, definitely. I think he should have been on the other side with the previous delivery. But that ball on the right-hand side of the screen, that's blocking the path. So this might force Les Gillett onto the right shot.
Well, it just looks to be in off the jack, or sorry, in off the ball onto the jack. If he's extending the jack through Andy to there, he gets two. You know, it's the backhand, which is his forehand.
ball.
You know, the key ball
Les has
there
3 timeouts remaining.
is that short one, because you know that's just a killer in that position.
That's blocking the path to the shot ball. So it's Les's backhand. I agree with your opening caption. That's the shot to play.
Well, it's all about percentages.
Yeah, I think that's the shot he is playing now. This should have been the third ball, really. On the high side.
Got a bit of work to do to get back from there with the extra weight. It's the weight was killing him. I think the line was good.
Yes. Always on the high side.
1 shot, Paul Foster.
Well, Paul Foster, 4 ends in a row, but more importantly, the story of the match has been
Set
his
score,
ability to
8-4
get in
after 4,
and force
8 ends,
Leslie into playing the difficult shots, the shots he hasn't really had to play.
That's exactly what's happening, really. Paul's getting in, and Les has not been able to convert. But the key has been that Paul has picked his game up since the opening couple of ends, really.
Jack length 25.5 metres.
Well, it's more or less the first set sealed up. So let's just keep drawing. Try and get that range absolutely right for the start of the next set.
Yeah, Paul will just be looking to
Half a
seal
ball
this up,
short of Jack
put
high.
position balls in, just make sure he doesn't drop the 4.
I think his line's good here.
Oh, this is very good.
He's doing to Les what Les has been doing to other people. So keep working at it, Leslie. Just keep drawing away.
Two red.
It's not bad where he's put that. It's actually quite useful.
Yes, I don't think Paul will be going close to the jack this time. I think there'll be more position balls now. He's on the high line. He'll be trying to split the 2 green balls on the screen there. Anything splitting them is good. That's not bad.
A little pull of the jack is what Leslie needs to half the jack and come off the red ball and follow. It's the only shot he's got available.
Yeah, difficult shot, but he's got to try to trail the jack about 2 feet. Looks on a high line. Never get back to the jack on that line.
That's it, gone now. No position for 4.
Well, we could understand that with Les. I think he had to be reaching, but it was just picked along the wrong line. Once again, Paul just stay away from this. Or, well, maybe he needs another one in just in case the 2 red balls can go out. So
Anything just past his front green one, or Leslie's front green one, would be good. If he drops it in on the jack, even better.
yeah, this is good.
Well, that's the end of that party.
Yes, no 4 here.
3 red.
There's a possible hit and hope. You never know sometimes, and I think that's what Les might just try to play. Just hit their last red ball. You never know, they might all go out, but I don't think so. Yeah.
He's just going to draw. I
Yeah.
think that's a wise decision.
I think so. That facial expression gave us all a clue that there's no hope.
Just a little practice shot.
Three shots in the first set. Paul Foster.
Well, I have to say, Paul Foster was real good value for that. He dominated the second half of the set, taking 5 ends in a row. I think the score line, 11-4, really is a bit flattering in some respects. But he really did put Les under a lot of pressure there, and it was a good win.
Yeah, it's a good opening set from Paul. I'd agree. Les was the better player in the opening 2 or 3 ends. Couldn't get quite away, and then Paul
Jack
started to
length,
find his
8.5
range. And
metres.
at the moment, Paul will be feeling confident. Change of length here from Les. Going a fuller length.
14 inches short of Jack High.
Yes, Matt's up a couple of metres. Well, just 1 metre by the looks of it. So it's not a full length. 28.5 metres. Don't think it's going to make much difference to Paul the way he's playing.
It's close, Les. Slightly favour one red, but it is close.
Well, considering the way Les Gillett has played in this match, and he has played well, there's no doubt about that. He's only scored on 2 ends.
Yes, he's just been having to play probably far too many shots. That's a suggestion, basically, that you're not drawing quite as well as he has been done. Forced into the difficult shots. Looks like 2 to Paul Foster.
Yes, the ring's been very consistent this week. This is better.
Yes, needs to hold up. Doesn't want to dive too quickly. Yes, that's a shot. Good ball, Les. Good change of hand.
One green.
Draws the winner.
Paul Foster, as usual, very quick on the mat. Just his natural style of play. Hasn't pushed through this one, but he's got the back position for the next.
Just needs to hold on. Don't think so.
No. Paul Foster can be quite confident about playing up to this now.
Yes, any movement at the jack would be in Paul's favour, but I think he'll just be trying to draw this. As I say, any movement could score a treble here on the opening end. Just to draw. Oh, you always look at a player's body language, and Paul's looking at this. He thinks there's got a chance.
Just over it. think that was quite a deliberate weight to try and
Yes.
pick up the jack.
One shot. Les Gillett.
But he knew if he missed it, it was only a single.
Well, I think that really was so important for Les to score that opening end there, to get his confidence back a little bit.
Both these players, some younger viewers coming into the arena. Sport for all ages, of course, and being the weekend, opportunity for some of the kids that will be here to learn some stuff.
Jack Link,
Yes, I think I
29.5
recognise one or two
metres.
of them. I think they're from the White Oak Club in Swanley. So, welcome, good to see you.
They're usually here, aren't they?
Yes. Talented youngsters they are, very good players. Junior finals as well over the weekend here, David, so it's a good weekend of bowls. Right, Les, let's get a good opening bowl here.
Stop the clock.
Yes, well, we'll have the under-25 final this evening. BBC iPlayer and online. It's always good value. It is.
Yes.
Good young players. Usually they're under-25 internationals. Not always, but most of the time.
One green.
Yeah, I think it's 2 Scots, an Englishman and a girl from Australia.
Ellen Ryan, he's a good player.
Yeah, should be good. Really good value. All 4
What-
good players.
Watched her practice. Lovely, free and easy action.
Well, Paul already turned his back on this one.
Well, the line's pretty good. So I'm not sure what the problem is. The weight, that's all.
Yeah.
He knew that was a foot short.
2 green.
That's a good indication, isn't it? It's not that bad.
Well, exactly. You know, it's just when you're playing this level, Andy, and you have, and you just know, you know.
Yes, he just knew he was lacking a foot of weight. A chance here for Les to get a good shot in. Clear path, he's good.
Three green.
Yes, 3 green, so a bit of pressure on Paul here. Might be tempted with weight. It's quite a big target. You'd expect Paul to hit something here.
Right into the middle of it. Yep, he's got it.
The follow through, I'm not quite sure if he's got the shot, but the follow through was the ball that did the damage.
One red.
There you go. Thought he just stopped in time and dropped back. That was a big result, wasn't it, Andy, to get a follow through?
Yes, he hit the target, so he was in the area. Follows through and stays in the head.
I think it was the connection with the other red ball that just took all the weight off. That was a very, very good strike.
Yes.
An excellent result.
Timeout called. Les has 2 timeouts remaining.
This is a problem for Les because he really wants to go and try and remove that ball, but it's very difficult to get at in that position.
Yes, I think it is, David.
How's he going to get at this?
He might just try to draw this. Trying to remove the ball is difficult.
Well, there is a shot, Andy, and that is to drive the jack and then follow through to the ball and push it all the way into the ditch. He could pick up 3 or 4 shots. Well, he's certainly playing a narrow line. He's in the area. He needs to bounce the jack.
just tried to draw it, really, I think. But
Yeah.
dropping shot.
1 red.
I think the fact that Paul was the last ball maybe was affecting the, going for it.
Yes, I think so.
But if he had had last ball, I have a feeling he would have tried that shot, punching through it. But not an easy shot for Paul to draw another.
Doesn't like that one either. Yeah, rubbish, I think he was basically saying. Well, we wouldn't use that terminology, Paul, but well, it wasn't a
I'm
great
not
one.
sure, actually, just looking at it.
I wouldn't have insulted him as much. He would have a
shot.
go at me afterwards.
Paul
if I-
Foster.
He's probably getting a text now.
Set score 1-1.
He's
after
happy
2
with
ends.
the one, no?
Absolutely. Having a chat last night, and he came over, and I was just doing some research at the time, and you called the wrong shot, Dave. I said, well, just occasionally it happens, Paul,
Yes, he likes,
just the odd time,
he likes to have a go at us, doesn't he?
Jack length 26 metres.
We were in New Zealand and the World Championships in December, and we're just in the clubhouse, and he said to me, "Did you think I played the wrong shot in Scotland final?" Paul, 13,000 miles away,
Well, it's good that he's thinking about it, isn't it?
I think he was saving it up, Andy. He just wanted to
Yes.
ask me.
Yes. He's starting to find his backhand in this direction really well now.
The thing about Paul is he's a perfectionist. It's, and rightly so. Let's just keep drawing away. Bit of work to do with this one.
Yeah, just slightly reaching through. Not bad.
Oh, it's a
1
good
red.
ball. Good ball. Change of hand.
He was unlucky with that, Paul.
One
There on
red.
the rest of green, he was good. So,
1 red.
but once again, Les is faced with this awkward wait to play the shot.
Yes, he's what we call an arriving draw, which means that you're arriving to the jack with a foot or two of weight, being positive. And it's a difficult shot to play.
Yeah, Les is getting forced into playing them. Probably too much for his liking. This
Oh,
is close, though.
he's very close with this one.
That's well played. Well played, Les Gillett.
Good ball. Good ball. I think if he had picked up the jack, he might have been even happier. But that's a real good ball.
He played it with a yard away and played it good.
1 green.
Well, if you're looking for a good example of an arriving draw, that was it.
Yes, played it well. You will see, final delivery. Caught the red ball, lies in for shot. Paul quickly on the mat, forehand delivery. Just a draw.
He's walking down because of the 30 seconds, keeping an eye on Paul's ball. And this is going to be hard to add another. The only thing is for Les, if he's feeling in the mood, an extension on the jack by 15 inches makes a 3.
Yes, I agree. Same type of ball, really. Can't see him taking his own ball out, so not a lot of danger here. Could be positive.
Oh, I think he's trying it.
I think he's trying it, but I think he's too high.
Yep.
Good weight.
Well, it was hard to draw another one, so it was a wise thing to do.
Les Gillett.
Good battle with these two. A lot of thinking going on out there as well. It's
Set score 1-2 after 3 ends.
semi-final of the World Singles. You would expect that, but Les, over the last lot of years, has gained a lot of respect around with the players for dropping out of the top 16, making his way back in again, and battling through the qualifiers. Not a lot of people do that, and it's a tough one. It really is. So he's gained a lot of fans.
Jack
I
length,
agree,
29
David. Full
metres.
credit to him that it's difficult once you go out the top 16. It's quite hard to force yourself back into the qualifiers, but he's done it the hard route. And he's certainly reaping the rewards now. I'm sure he'll be pushing himself way up the rankings with this performance this week.
Undeservedly so. We're often talked about the silence in the auditorium and how important it is for quietness, but I was watching the Australian Open in the tennis, and when they were serving, believe me, you couldn't hear a pin drop. Honestly, it was just, or you could hear a pin drop. It was just silent.
I think sporting audiences are different, aren't they, for different sports, and we're well aware here that it's very quiet, but there's always the applause when there's a good ball played. I think there's a theory that some people want it a little bit noisier at all times, but I don't know, David. I think it's quite good the way it is currently.
Well, that one would normally have been a lot closer. He's just missing with one of the two, and he's not sure what's going on there, because normally that second ball is in close.
It's fine margins, isn't it? You know, over the last few days, he's just been slightly more accurate.
Well, he's getting a chance this time.
See, this third ball, this is the ball, Les. This is the one that to try to seal the head, try to make it harder for Paul. Oh, looking to change his hand here.
Well, it's not a problem. He can change it and just draw the jack. You know, the only reason he's changing, I would suggest, is he thought the last one was close. Bit of work to do to come back down off that height.
I don't think that's the hand that he's overly happy on.
Missed that chance. And
Yes, it's that third ball. The third ball's the one that could have done danger, damage. Yeah. And he knows it.
Oh, Paul Foster, he should draw this. Well, that's coming in very quickly. Oh, wow. Now, Les, you're not going to get many opportunities with Paul Foster dropping short with 3 balls. There's only one shot here for Paul Foster with his next one, and that's on his forehand. I'm just wondering, does he change again? And well, he hasn't. He stayed on the other side. He's going to leave that door open. This is better.
Not exactly sure how many is lying here. It's quite difficult. That will give us a clue. Probably 2. It's like 2 to Les.
Not sure if I would have left that door open for Paul Foster on the forehand. I appreciate he's dropped 3, Andy, but can't say I'm missing with the last one.
Well, I played a few big balls early on in the opening set. Has he drawn it with this one?
And the second shot, he wasn't going to be short. Les is digging deep here.
One shot, Les Gillett.
Needs to scratch out a few ends.
Set score 1-3 after 4 ends.
Well, you're the one who keeps all the stats, David, and I'm going to. Well, is that the first time in this match that Les has scored on consecutive ends?
It is.
Wow. I'm glad you've got a scorecard in front of you.
Jack length 29
You're
and a
so
half
prepared, you really are. You know, it's,
It's all stored in the head. Yeah, he's got to go for. I mean, that's the way Paul picked his game up. He just scored on consecutive ends and took that opening set. And Les has probably got to do the same. Score again here. Start to build a lead.
decent starter. Standards of this match,
18 inches
not great,
short.
18 inches away, but decent. Oh, sweeping inside it. About the same short.
Slightly favoured one red.
Good call. Both these men, family men, 3 children. Les Gillett is going to have to store up a wedding fund. He's got 3 girls.
Yes. I'm sure his performances this week will.
I'm so traditional, I really am, honestly. Do we still do that with the girls? We still pay for everything? The world has moved on.
One green.
At least I hope it's moved on. Have a 19-year-old girl.
Yes, I think it's
10 inches short of Jack High.
shared these days, isn't it? Although I'm not quite sure either, David.
It's because you've 2 boys.
Yes, I know.
Paul Foster, 2 boys and a girl. Ethan, Keegan and Mara. And Les has got Millie, Liza and Jessica.
2 green.
2 shots down here. Oh, sorry, Liz is holding 2 shots, so.
Hope I've got my facts right there, Andy. If I've left anybody out, I do apologise.
Yes, I'm not good at actually families. I thought Pam and Paul had 4, but I think they've got 3 boys and a girl. I'm sure we'll be corrected.
Always.
Well, not scoring, but this is awkward for Paul. Might be forced into the heavy ball here. Yeah, playing with weight, playing it in the forehand.
Everything to play for with this one.
He got a result. In fact, he got a perfect result.
No, that's good. Everything moved.
One red.
A bit of room here for Les. He's got about 4 feet to draw the shot.
Oh, is he just going to make it? Don't think so.
I think so. exactly sure. I believe Paul was lying here, but don't have a perfect view here. Chance though. He's got about 4 feet to draw certainly the number one. Don't think he's running.
Well, he's maybe just running enough.
There he was. Yeah, Les asking for a measure.
Well, as we say, Andy, it doesn't need to be pretty, does it? It just needs to score.
That's the bottom line here. Just get closer than your opponent, but I think Les asking for a measure.
Well, just checking my notes, Andy, and you're absolutely right. I forgot to mention Logan. Paul Foster. There we go. It's been corrected.
Yes,
It's
I
been
thought
sorted.
I thought it was 3 boys and a girl. I'm sure Pam will be off the phone now.
Well, I know Pamela. And she knows I don't do anything deliberately.
Oh dear, I've lost one of my boys.
Yes. No wonder he has to be good at bowls.
Well, that was way short.
That was never going to be in contention. Looks like Wonder Red, doesn't it?
I think this is the closest green ball.
Is it?
That they're now measuring.
Yeah, we'll be checking that because it's always awkward when the jack's in the ditch. Yep.
Just got the feeling it's 1 to Paul here. We've still Paul's querying this. I think it's. Yeah, I think Paul's not sure actually what they've.
Well, they
done
haven't
here.
touched it, you see, so they could still measure the second one. Alan's just explaining that it was well short. Yeah.
Well, Paul will accept it, but he was querying whether the second
One
ball was
shot.
in. And
Paul
I think
Foster.
even Les Gillett's having a word now with the umpire.
Yeah, I think what happens is that the normal situation is you take a bowl out and then you measure the second one
Yes,
just to
yes.
show the players. But I could see, I was actually watching it, Andy, and I could see that the second ball wasn't in.
Yeah.
So that would be, that's why they took out the single. But obviously the players walk away and they just wait till things are pushed out.
Jack Lynch,
Yes, and
25
rightly
half
so.
metres.
But I mean, the players were keeping an eye on the umpires there, which, you know, rightly so as well. You know, you've got to keep an eye on everything.
Well, it's more for your own curiosity.
Yes, yes,
isn't
I
it?
think it is.
Your own satisfaction.
No way are they going to dispute the umpire's decision, but Paul was just asking whether the second one was in, but I don't think it was. Five singles in the second set.
Don't worry, folks. He knows he's on the sixth end. The score's 3-2. That's how Andy worked that out. He's not spying on my notes. Don't be too impressed. Good ball, Paul Foster, making the adjustment.
Yeah, certainly does. Good front toucher as well.
I keep all my books of notes and scores going back many years.
So I don't have many of these books at the moment, David. I just rely on you.
No, they're all there.
One red.
Wouldn't be a good idea,
there's
Andy,
a
for
very
anybody to
small
get
gap.
hold of them, I can tell you. Little notes in
screen
there
is
about
a
people
9-inch gap.
as well.
It's your little black book.
Well, this one's a big blue one. Blue and red. 15 of them It's like now.
Yeah, Paul shaking his head there, undecided as to whether he draws on the 4 or the back. And rightly so, I think he's just going up to the
Time
head,
out, Paul.
using a timeout.
It's a good idea, and not only that, I still
Paul
think
has
with
3
Paul, he
timeouts
just needs to keep going here. He's playing well, and he's beating Les with the first 2.
Difficult choice, really, isn't it? I mean, backhand, which he favours. The danger is touching the shot ball and moving the jack.
Well, just looking at really, sort of anything in that sort of area would be ideal, and you know, on the other side, because it's a hard shot for Les to get anywhere near this one.
Yes, I think there's less danger, I think, for Paul to play. I would play the backhand, actually.
Well, either side doesn't really matter, but you know, it's not, as long as he's just behind it, it's good. Doesn't really matter which side he plays. It's anything a foot or so behind would be excellent.
Yes, I think the danger on the forehand side was that you would have given Les a target. Dropped that one a bit short. Don't think that's where he planned to put it.
That's just needing to see the side of the green again, the marker. That's quite normal with players. It's a lot of people like to see the extreme edge. This isn't easy for Les because he has to just sneak around his own bowler, promote it.
Yeah, that's why he was hoping that Paul just gave him a target for something to reach it.
Yeah, I don't think he's got much of a target. I think if Paul just goes to that last bowl, you know, he'll be happy enough to take a single at this point in the set.
Yes, I think Paul stays away from this. I think he's almost guaranteed to score the one. Yes, I think this will be going deep.
Well,
Very good. Oh, that's good. Really good.
that's as good as he could hope for another shot. I'm a little bit surprised he played it, Andy, because if he'd have dropped off the green bowl, the target was there.
Well, there we see the final delivery. Beats Les's closest green ball. Counts number 2, but I think Les will be attacking this now. Always on the other side, on the high side. He was quickly away with that one.
Those are the hard shots.
Yes.
Oh, it's just too many occasions being asked to play those.
2 shots. Paul Foster.
Paul Foster knows that Les Gillett is still a very dangerous
Set
player.
score 4-3 after 6 ends.
He has to be very careful just to keep his concentration and pick the singles and the odd double up. Keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Similar pattern to the first set, really. Tight to start with. And Paul put the consecutive ends together and runs away with the set. So
Jack length 25 metres.
Les has just got to move a gear up, really. He's just not quite been as accurate as he has in the previous games.
Well, again, a decent starter, and Paul knew that was a little bit heavy. He was sort of trying to hold back, which gives me he's really in touch with the bowls at the moment, touch with the weight of the rink.
Yeah, it's a good indication. Most players know when the ball leaves the hand, whether it's a good or a bad one. This looks better from Les. Likes this length, likes this hand.
Yep.
One red.
Oh, shot back. Second delivery. Les up to the jack. A little touch on it will make a double. Must be reaching.
Yeah, that's the problem. Don't think he is.
One red.
See, a lot of the previous games, Andy, that would have at least drawn the shot and
Yes.
quite likely picked the jack up for 2.
That's been the total difference, really. The second and third balls, really, of Les's have just not sealed the ends up as they have in the previous games. You give this man room, he's going to take advantage. Keeper number 2.
He's playing well.
Favourite, just the one, Les. Favourite's just the one, but it is close.
Favourite just the 1. I'm not sure if I agree with that call. According to the circles, it looks like 2. Now, Les, could you get this third ball in here?
Looks better with this one. Will it stop? Beautiful line coming in, but he had to be there, and he sort of forced into making sure he was reaching. It's very close. Second. Yeah, have another look at that.
Well, that certainly indicates 2, but won't disagree at the moment. But Paul just going deep here, staying away from the head. Knows he's certainly got 1, possibly 2.
Les will be attacking. It's a good shot on here for Les if he gets the split and the run through.
Yes, he's been forced into a lot of these shots, so I'm sure he'll be converting one of them.
And not only that, Andy, I can't see him being any worse off than just one shot, even if the jack does go all the way through.
Well, unless his backhand, there's a good backhand runner here, or you could play it on either side, but he's got to be positive here. Yes, he's playing it in the area.
Oh, well, that's not the best result he could have expected out of that one. Picks up a single.
One
Paul
shot.
Foster
Paul
makes the gap of
Foster.
2 shots. Fozzie's in control at the moment.
Set score 5-3 after 7 ends.
To be fair to Les, he's played some of those weight shots. He's been on target. Hasn't got the best results, Andy.
No, he hasn't. Once again, he was on the target, but one of Paul's balls stayed in the area. Taking some refreshments there, Les.
Gatling 24.5 metres.
Les, quite simply, you're going to have to score this end and the next to force this into a tie break.
Yes, well, he has to win the set, so there has to be a double in there somewhere.
As he loses this end, he's almost certainly going to lose the game.
3 singles in the set so far. Paul Foster, 3 singles and a double. Still playing good balls, Les. Still dangerous.
Yes, he's playing good balls, but you know, in the previous games he was playing great balls. So I think that's the difference, really. He's just not been, you know, at the top of his form today, Les. But that's often controlled by your opponent, and Paul Foster has really put him under pressure.
You know, this is Paul Foster's best match, no doubt about it.
Well, currently Paul Foster is lying game. So Les needs to do something here.
Encouragement for this one.
Oh, it's a great ball, Les.
Well played, Les. Oh, has he been unlucky? He's dropped back on the jack.
Fancy it's green. Fancy the green shot here, but
It's a bit of a wry smile there with Les, you know.
well, I knew he was game down, so it was a big ball.
Massive ball.
Paul Foster. Any movement of the jack would be a bad result here for Paul. Oh, good try. Oh, that's a close one.
That's a difficult one to call.
No one's giving us a clue, David, so we're going to have to guess here.
Absolutely, and there's conflicting opinions.
Timeout called.
We've got a whole team out there, our production team, and they're all saying who's lying the shot.
Yes, we get quite a lot of opinions in our ears, but...
And a lot of advice as well, I have to say.
Well, this is very close. Les could change this totally. Could be line 3 here.
Oh, good ball, Les.
Oh, well played.
Has he been unlucky getting the jack caught with the green one?
I think he has. He's certainly got one. And many more.
That should have been 3.
One green.
One green. It could easily have been 3. And tell you what, Paul Foster had no shot.
Yeah, well played, Les Gillett.
That's what I'm saying. He's still a dangerous player.
Still just a backhand draw here for Paul. Good headed balls. Good line.
Wrong side. Oh, that's close.
Well, Les line is shot. Any movement of the jack here could possibly score a 4.
Well, it's a risky one, but to be truthful with you, it's worth it.
Yeah, same ball as his third.
It's definitely worth this. Same ball as the last. What a head of balls.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Well, Les likes this one. Does he have enough running? No, he doesn't.
I think he had the running, just didn't have the right line. Yep, he was very positive to it, to be fair. It's just going to be the one. Well, that puts him in with a shout. So,
One shot.
a
Les
double
Gillett.
required by Les Gillett in the last end to force the tie-break. Paul Foster has put Les under a lot of pressure in this second set, and he's digging
Set
deep to
score
be still in it.
5-4 after 8 ends.
Gets a lot of credit. But without a shadow of a doubt, Fozzie's been on form.
I think this will be full length. Full length, good opener,
Jack length 29.5
make it an
metres.
interesting end. Just taking his time, getting set. Needs a good one.
No, decent starter. That's a big intake of breath there with Les.
Yes, he knows he needs a good one. This looks a bit heavy. That's possibly opened the door now for Paul Foster. I'm sure he'll correct.
It's too far away, no doubt about that. Decent position back there, but well, slight movement there somewhere for Paul. Reset himself, plenty of time. The game rattling through at a decent pace, Andy, just over an hour and a half.
Yes,
Round
both
about
players.
that.
Yeah, Paul's very quick on the mat. Shot ball coming in. And that's what Les wanted, really.
One red.
Game down. Needs a big goal.
One red. Stop the clock.
A bit of movement there. The shot clock has been stopped.
That's where this discussion comes in about having some sort of background music or something just to take the edge off the odd little noise here and there. And I know our friends in the Crown Green think it's quite odd, but believe me, it is disturbing for bowlers in the indoor.
Well, Les, you need to run with this one. I don't think you are. So you really are going to be
One
facing
red.
a big problem with your final delivery, Les. Shaking the head there.
He's going to have match lie against him, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd expect Paul Foster to draw another here, and this is going to create a massive problem for Les to score 2.
I think that was the one he needed to
He did.
do it with the third bowl.
That's the ball that's let him down here more than anything, I would say, in the game. Les Gillett is the third ball. Paul scores the shot here. Les is going to have to do something special. Number 2 coming in, I think. Has he got a clear
It
path?
just pulls up. That's the problem.
Wow.
And I had this discussion with Paul last night, and it's really one of the reasons why we called him to play a different shot. And because that backhand just seems to anchor down for some reason.
Yes, he looked in a good line and all of a sudden pushes that ball in. Les now has 2 seconds, removes the red ball. He could be line 3, yeah. Paul mystified by that
Timeout
one.
call.
Chance here for Les Gillett.
One red.
I think he has to play the positive shot, Andy. He could play the draw, don't get me wrong. No, it's there for him. But the positive shot, even taking the
Les
2 balls
has
out, is
no
good.
timeouts remaining.
100% agree with the first option, David. Red ball out of the head would lie 3. It's got to be his backhand.
Well, match lie against Les Gillett, who's been very, very good in this event so far. And he's provided an awful lot of entertainment for everyone. Now, is it? Oh, it looks under.
Looks under, needs to get a big slice of luck here. I think he's missed it.
Oh, he's got the run through off the short ball.
But he's only got 1. And Paul Foster is through to the final.
One shot, Les Gillett.
We were just
second
waiting to
set
see if he touched the
tied,
jack
match,
with the run
Paul
through, but
Foster.
Paul Foster will be delighted just to lose the single. I can just see Paul Foster saying, well played, Les, it was a great game. And it was.
Yes, both players played well. Full credit to Les Gillett. Fantastic week, but Paul Foster deservedly won the game through to tomorrow's final.
There's the 2 players were just chatting there. 11-4, 5-all. And Paul Foster was good value for that. He just edged Les more so in the first set, but the second set he was exceptional as Les was coming back. Played very well indeed, Paul Foster, and he'll be eyeing up his 5th title. Well, Les Gillett has taken some great scalps in the way.
appreciation for Martin Puckett. And Martin takes on a young 19-year-old rising star who has recently voted WBT's Young Player of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, the defending World Indoor Under-25 singles champion, it is Joe Moa.
Well, thanks very much, Richard, and just like to say a warm welcome back to our World Bowls Tour streaming crew here. We're looking forward to bringing you these two semi-finals of the Just World Under-25s Championship here at
Jack Lane,
Potters
28
Resort.
metres.
First game up, defending champion Joe Moa versus Martin Puckett. And this, on the cards, could be a very good game. As Richard mentioned in opening there, Joe Moa won the Young Player of the Year at the World Bowls Tour Awards, winning the first ever World Under-25s Championship here last year. And Martin Puckett, the guy on the map that you can see there in green, he is a senior and junior England international, well-known player, won the National Outdoor Under-25 Singles Championship back in 2014, played internationally senior since 2015. Well known on the bowl circuit, very confident player.
One green.
It'll probably take a couple of ends for both players to settle down. Obviously, the crowd was packed for the first semi-final of the Open Championship. It was a quite long game, so various have gone out to just get a refreshments break. So it'll take a couple of ends for the boys to just settle down. Great ball there from Joe Moa.
One red.
I don't think Martin likes that so much. Just holds off on that hand. The players have had chance to have a practice on the rink.
One red.
Just like all players in the tournaments here, they get practice times that they can have a go on the rink, try and decide which sort of bowls they want to play with. Joseph plays with Henselite Tigers. Got a good edge off the green bolt, yeah.
Two shots, Joe Moa.
Defending champion on the scoreboard at the first end with 2 shots. Of course, the interesting fact about Joe Moa is that he's just got into the Scottish international setup, having represented Wales for a number of years at junior and senior level.
Jack, 28
He
and a half
also won the
metres.
Welsh national triples title. All his titles have come from the Welsh background, but he moved up to Scotland, to Haddington, and he's now, I believe, just been selected for the Scottish team. Only 19 years old. Juniors here play the same as the Open event. It's 2 sets of 9 ends, and if necessary, a 3-end tie-break. Good track here again. All on your pace, Joe.
One green.
Good reply from Martin there. I think Joe's just having a bit of a look at this. I think he's better to stay the hand he's on. Just slip past his own bowl. Thanks for welcoming me back to the commentary box, folks. It's nice to be back. I enjoyed the experience of playing out there, but I also enjoy being part of the commentary and keeping you up to date with all the scores. Just under the line here, Martin needs to slip past his own and just doesn't. Joe playing the confident bowl here, trying to get inside the 2 short bowls, take the green ball out, piece of the jack would do him. The only problem with that shot is it's probably going to leave Martin a lot of room to draw for shot. Yep, there's a bit of room there, bit of pressure on him though. Drawing to the ditch is not something that he's probably practiced that much on the portable ring.
2 red. Green, red, green. 1 shot, Martin Puckett. One shot, Joe Mower.
In that
He
case, the
smiles
set
out
score
there.
is 3-0 after 2 ends.
Say, players won't have practiced drawing to the ditch side.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Down a good track here. Yeah, great opener there from the defending champion. We've seen a variety of fates fall our defending champions here this week. Nick Brett went out of the singles. Ladies champion Alan Faulkner managed to get to the final, but
Slightly favour the red
fell
bolts. Close
short
the
at the
shot.
final hurdle. We've got new mixed pairs and men's pairs champions, or rather open pairs champions. Joseph Moa will be hoping to successfully defend his title. He was probably the favourite coming into the event. But of course we have a young lady featured this year in the second semi-final this afternoon. Young Ellen Ryan from Australia. She faces Scottish qualifier Jason Banks. Good positional bowl there from Joe. Doesn't want to leave himself vulnerable if Martin tries to open this up. Just settling to try and draws off his own back bowl. Got a chance of shot. Just overplayed it. Well, Joe, great track again. Might just be lacking a little bit of weight. Of course, the juniors here playing under the shot clock rules. 30 seconds to deliver their bowl from the previous bowl coming to rest. Good effort here, a little trundle along the short bowls.
Two shots, Martin Puckett.
That puts Martin on the scorecard.
Set score 3-2 after 3 ends.
Umpire Francis Fletcher there, just confirming the score, 3-2 to Joseph Moa after 3 ends.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Great opening bowl there by Martin Puckett. Chatting to Martin earlier, he also qualified for the English under-25s finals, which unfortunately clashed with this event. But of course, a world title is beckoning for the young man, so he sadly had to stand down from that event. That event's taking place at the City of Ely Club this weekend. And Joe Moa going very early at this. Just overplayed it line-wise. do notice with a lot of the top players in the World Bowls Tour, they will go early if a head's building up against them. Martin looks very good again here. And a great ball behind the jack as well.
3 green.
All on his pace here, very close from just playing a running bowl. That's a great effort. Puts the count there.
1 green.
Oh, good track. Don't know whether it might just be touch over play. Great effort.
One green.
Getting so fluid on the mat is Joe. Just gets on the mat and plays his bowl. Just under the line, but it could have been a risky shot there
One
if he'd
shot,
have just tipped
Martin
his own
Packett.
bowl out. So he'll be quite happy the fact that he's only dropping the one shot.
Set score 3-3 after 4 ends. Jack line 28.5 metres.
Good track here. All on pace. Oh, not a bad opener there. Joe just under the line here. Easy to do out there. We've seen it happen so many times this week where players are just pulling up that 2 feet short. So a number of the crowd have gone out since this morning's open singles semi-final, and it will have affected the carpet out there slightly. I think it's going for a really good game now, settled into this nicely. And of course, as this morning's game, we've got another England versus Scotland affair. Joe's very close here. Unlucky.
1 green.
Might force
half an inch.
Martin to change his hand. Needs to swoop now. There's not really a lot on for Joe here if he plays anything attacking. Martin's now got the back bowl. But if if he's going to play anything attacking, he needs to be playing it now to open it up for his last bowl. He's played the draw, looks to have overplayed this. Just hangs off there. Got to be perfect weight for it to come back to centre.
One green.
Well, Martin needs to slip past the red bowl. He looks to have undergreened this. I've got a nice little touch off the red bowl. He's apologising for it, but he'll be quite happy with that.
2 green.
This might force Joe to be more aggressive at this head. Playing a timer shot. These can be very, very cruel on the portable rink. Can he get an edge off his own? Another bit of fortune. Still one down, I think.
1 shot, marking packet.
Set score 3-4 after 5 ends.
Well, again, certainly the two boys seem to have settled down out there.
Jack length 29 metres.
Amazing place to play bowls at. Potter's Resort here. Of course, at the just 2017 World Indoor Bowls Championship, there's been many bowls sent there out on the portable rink over the last 3 weeks. That's another good one from Martin. The second of these semi-finals. I'm with you again this afternoon after the second open singles semi-final, which features Greg Harlow and Stuart Anderson. That game starts at 2:30 live on the BBC, and then we're with you right after that game, probably about 4:15, 4:30 for the second of the junior semi-finals. And then the junior final tonight, 7:30. Good Saturday viewing for you out there, you Bowls supporters. I really do thank you for your company. I know there'll be a few people having to go out to play nationals and events, but stick with us if you can.
One red.
Just wanting to rest on the last bowl of Joe Mowers here, Martin. He might just have overreached it. Good play again. Well, in the area again here, Joe. Martin just having a
One
quick
red.
look how many seconds he's got. But all he really needs is a slight adjustment on his last delivery. Rest shot bowl of Joe Mowers. Down a good track. Well, now there's a big opportunity here for Joe. If he can just keep the same pace as his last bowl. If he gets to his own shot bowl and just nudges that jack a few inches, he could possibly get a decent count here. It's worth playing, no danger. If he's just a draw weight, no danger at all. He's down a great track for it here. Is it just going to dip? Unlucky there.
1 shot, Joseph Mower.
Set score 4-4 after 6 ends.
Joe deciding to take the mat up. Just needs to shake the length now of Martin.
Jack length
Bucket.
24 metres.
The full length jack. Just wants to shake it up a bit. Well, looks good here. Great opening bowl to a shorter length jack. Great reply here from Martin. Well, that hasn't thrown in then, the change of
No, it's
jack
half a bowl
length.
short.
Again, I think the green bowl's a length bowl, so Joe doesn't have to change his line.
One green.
Building up to be a good header bowl so far. Martin will have to change hand now. Let's look down a tight line. If he reaches, he might get an edge off the short red bowl.
2 green.
The guys are certainly making it look easy out there this morning. Again, Joe not wasting any time, being aggressive under the line. Well, Martin won't want to widen the target here, just something back to centre behind the head would be good. It looks like he's gearing up to go again. Well, surprised at his choice of hand there. It's not the easiest hand on the rink, and if you're not perfect weight, it won't come back to centre. Now Martin, chance for a 3. Not a lot of room to draw a third there, but well, I don't think his body language likes it. Here again, it's proving that hand there just holds off if you're not perfect weight.
2 shots, Martin Puckett.
The
Set score
24-year-old
4-6 after 7 ends.
England's senior and junior international Martin Puckett takes a 6-4 lead with 2 ends to play. think these guys like watching a bit of football.
Jack length 29
Joe
metres.
Moa's into watching Tottenham Hotspur. Martin is into his Formula One. Joe's out of the East Lothian Indoor Bowls Club now. He's turned his back on that one. So I'm sure there'll be a few tuning in from East Lothian, as there will be a few tuning in for Martin at Moonfleet. Well, after a fantastic end of bowls the previous end, lots of players just struggling to find this longer length jack going towards the commentary box. Goal there from Joe Moa.
1 red.
He doesn't want Martin to score at this end, to put himself under a lot of pressure at the last end. Ends are starting to tick away in this first set.
One red. 1 red, yes.
Repeat delivery, Joe. Try and get a second bowl in. I think he was looking at changing his hand, but having just drawn a good bowl down this backhand, he's got the green bowl of Martin's to the right of your screen to rest off. No reason to change hand. Looks good again. Doesn't want to touch the jack. Oh, great bowl from the defending champion. All on his way here. He's looking very close. Little touch. What a goal.
One green.
Alan Thornhill, the marker, just confirming it's one shot to green at the moment. That would still mean that defending champion Joe Moa would go into the final end of the first set, 3 behind. He has got
Timeout
the
called.
back bowl. He's had a good look at the head.
has
He'll have
4
made his
timeouts remaining.
decision on his shot. Choosing to play aggressively. Can he get a connection?
One shot, Martin Packett.
Martin Packett takes a 3-shot lead going into the final end of this first set.
Set score 4-7 after 8 ends.
Don't forget you've joined us for the under-25s at the World Indoor Bowls Championships here at Potters Resort. This is the first of the semi-finals. Defending champion Joe Moa got a lot to do.
Jack length 29 metres.
Either tie or win this first set. There's a little bit of a disturbance in the crowd. Player does right to just take his time. Nice line here. Great opening bowl. Makes it even harder now for Joe to pick up a 3 to tie the set. I don't think his body language was happy with that delivery. Good again here from Martin. See, we've got a lot of younger members sat in the audience today. A couple of youngsters on the front row. Nice to see. And the experience of being out there on the portable rink for both Joe and Martin is a great opportunity. Martin won the Bromley qualifier to be here. 6 days played out.
2 green.
The likes of the well-known now Connor Sinato went to that qualifier. It's Martin Puckett that came out of there the winner.
Set. Don't lock in. 2 shots, first set to Martin Puckett.
Yeah, Alan Thornhill, the marker, just confirming to the 2 gentlemen out there on the rink that there's no need to play the last 2 bowls. Joe could not score 3 once his bowl had left the rink. So, therefore, the first set's over.
Jack length 29 metres.
Well, again, Martin preferring this longer length jack. Just waiting for a few people leaving the audience. Probably coming up to lunchtime, I would think, out there. Certainly do treat us well here at Potter's Resort. We get fed very well and watered frequently as well, and really get looked after. So, Moonfleet, Martin Puckett's taken the first set here against defending champion Joe Moa. Let's see what the second set has in store for us. Watch out. Bit of room. All on pace. Close. Up to the jack. Yeah, I'll give him a bit more confidence again. Second set, it was good
One
first
red.
set.
3 inch.
I think either of the guys out there have frightened the shot clock here. Both playing well within the time.
One red.
1 green.
Well, again, Martin certainly
green.
piling on the pressure. Plenty of bowls in the head. Not a lot of options on here for Joe. It's down a good track. Just overplayed it, I think. Only 1 down though.
1 shot, Martin Packett.
Good opening in there from Martin. Again, I think he'll go for his longer length jack here. Certainly favoured this. That's why Joe Moa tried to shake it up a little bit in the
Jack length
first
29
set.
metres.
He needs to get the jack back. Nice high line here. Perfect weight. It'll make it all the way back. Just overplayed it. Might come in useful later on in the end. Martin's on a very good track again here. Putting the pressure on. A great shot there. That shows you how many of the juniors are sat in the crowd. They've seen themselves on the TV. I think a couple of them there are playing in the Potters Junior Triples final here tomorrow morning. It's nice to see so many youngsters enjoying the game, and hopefully one day they might be out there in the under 25s and then hopefully in the open singles.
1 red.
It might still be 1
Still
red.
slightly favour red, but it's
Yep.
very close, Joe.
Well, just slips round the short green bowl. Got a chance. Nice little rest off there. It's made the 1 shot certain.
1 red.
Joe still holding on to 1 shot there. Doesn't want to sit the short bowl to the right of your screen down of Martin's. Not a lot of room to get a second in. He's just looking at a repeat of his previous delivery, rest off the green one. Just overplayed it.
One shot, Joe Mower.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
Well, the young man in red there, defending champion here. Going short again. Not brought the
Jack
mat
line
up this
24.5
time.
metres.
Kept the mat back. Different lines to a length like this. But it didn't seem to shake Martin Puckett in the first set when Joe Mower tried it. Let's see what a difference it makes now. Good track. What's his pace like? Not a bad opener. Better here. Finished well. Now Joe Mower must be wondering what he's got to do to shake off Martin. Martin's first time out there on the portable rink doesn't seem to be phasing him. Close. Oh, great reply. Looks in the area again. I think he might just left this short. Good line. Joe thinks he's overplayed this, doesn't want to get a touch on the jack straight to the green bowl. He's sort of got away with that and he's gone to a very good home.
Slightly favoured too, very close for the second.
Martin just needs to put a little bit of weight on his last bowl, reach the shot bowl of Joe's, a little touch on the jack. Stay on a good track again.
One red.
Nice little touch, but has it gone to green?
One red.
Oh, one red, hung on in there. Sigh of relief from Joe Mower, a little smile there as he walks down the rink. He knew that could have gone terribly wrong.
Timeout called. Martin has 4 timeouts remaining.
Martin's used his first timeout. That gives the players an extra 60 seconds to deliver the bowl. You can see the clock counting down in the background there. No, he doesn't like this, underplayed it. That's one of the hardest shots on the portable rink.
One shot, Joe Mower.
Set score
We've spoken
2-1
about this
after 3
before.
ends.
However many times you discuss with people that the hard shots to play and try and avoid them, when you're out there, you see that shot and you think, right, I'll play it. And then under your breath, you normally think, why did I even try it? They're the sort of shots you'd play at a club.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Well, again, Joe's gone for the shorter length jack, a little bit further than last time. Martin's on a great track here, all on his pace. So swing back lovely to the jack. I know he's new to your screens, Martin Puckett, but really well known on the English bowls circuit as being one of the top up-and-coming juniors, hence why he's managed to get into the senior international squad. If you think about how many players England have got to call from for that squad, that shows you how good Martin Puckett is. Close here, just playing to reach into the two green bowls. Oh, there's a gap, Joe. Wow.
One green.
I'll be disappointed with that. Removed one of them. Martin just got to replace it. Looks onto the line. Needs to reach the red bowl. Well, Joe's got an opportunity here, similar to his last. He's only one shot down. Oh, he doesn't like it. Needs to hold on. I think he's just played it under the line. Right sort of pace for the job.
One green.
Chance for Martin here. Somebody's just asking if Joe Moore is Scottish. He's just got into the junior Scottish international squad. And he plays out of the East Lothian Bowls Club. But all his previous achievements have been in Wales. He played both senior and junior internationally in Wales. Moved up to Scotland. He's now got into the Scottish squad.
2 shots, Martin Puckett.
So scored 2-3
Only
after 4
19,
ends.
that's a fair achievement. But he's in a bit of trouble again in this second set now. Just gone behind to the man in green, Martin Puckett.
Jack length 29 metres.
just underpace this. Joe again doesn't want Martin to run away with this set. Still fairly close at the moment. Just again, finishing that touch short.
2 green.
Once you do that with your first 2 bowls, you do tend to put yourself under a lot of pressure. I'll speak from experience with that one. It's not an easy job out there to just find the pace. Martin just needs to run. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for the nice comments about the commentary. It's good to be back with you. I've missed you all. Joe made sure he reached with that.
1 red.
Got shot out of it.
Yeah, it's a full bowling short jack high.
Martin will choose to change hand here, just try and tuck the jack away. Needs to be perfect weight here for it to come back. Oh, just overplayed it. Great effort. Joe in the area again here. Can he get 2 out of this?
2 shots, Joe Mower.
Set score 4-3 after 5 ends.
Well, after putting his first 2 bowls short, Joe certainly made the difference there. 2 shots out of it. Tight set again. The score after 5 ends in the first set was 4-3, but
Jack length
Martin
29
Bucket's
metres.
favour. Now it's in Joe Mower's favour in set 2, and he's gone for the 29-metre jack. Decided that the shorter length jack was not doing him any favours as such. Again, Martin on a great track, all on his pace. Martin on a good track again here. Slips past the red. Good shot. Need to sit down.
Close for shot now.
That's close.
Falling down. 1 green.
Joe looks well under a line here, but he's playing reaching weight. If he can get the jack through, it might go worse.
1 green. The gap is 8 inches. This one on this side, 18 inches. Short Jack Lowe.
Martin's 5 years older than his opposition, but as I mentioned before, part of the England senior setup. And his skip in the international series is one Greg Harlow, who of course will be featured this afternoon in the second Open singles semi-final. So I'm sure Martin will be wanting to impress his international skip. I know his international team captain, Andy Thompson MBE, is watching on.
Timeout called.
And I'm sure all the Scottish selectors are watching this young gentleman on the mat, who's certainly doing his job out there at the moment. Close with this, very close, needs the right connection, stays with it, and we get a 2 out of that.
Two red. Joe has 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, on a good track, might have overreached this, doesn't want the gap. Needs the red bowl. Got a piece of it.
One shot, Martin Puckett.
Set score 4-4 after 6 ends.
And that was the same set score after 6 ends in the first set. We move into end 7, 8 and 9 in the first set. The man in green, Martin Puckett, dominated. 2 sets of 9 ends. Joe Moa has got to win this set to
Jack
take
length
us into a
29
tie-break.
metres.
Might have just dropped this short. Easy to do out there. Joe's a better pace here. Certainly doesn't seem phased out there. I'm sure both players have had a lot of advice off various senior players round here. Martin didn't like that when it left his hand, but you might find it shot, Martin. Just overplayed this, Joe. Of course, the second semi-final is Australia versus Scotland. Ellen Ryan and Jason Banks. That's the game after the second Open semi-final this afternoon. So if you're interested in this World Under-25s event, tune in and join us again then.
One green.
Now, Joe, just taking a bit of time on the mat here. Plenty of time, Joe. Last thing when you're out there on the portable rink you want to be is rushed into playing a shot. It looks down a very good track, all on pace. And that was unfortunate. He might have knocked that in for 2.
2 green.
He's a bit of a target at the moment. Martin won't want to leave it like that. Probably looks better down the backhand.
Timeout
Just
called.
took the jack away,
Martin has 3 timeouts remaining.
but there's a red bowl on either hand coming into the jack. And choosing to play it down the forehand. It is a nice swinging hand. Just doesn't want to get high and onto the red bowl. Slip round again. Joe just asking Alan Thornhill to just confirm
I
whether
would
that,
slightly favour the green, but it's very close.
yeah, might have made 3. Certainly doesn't
Timeout
want
call.
to. Yeah, did right there. Certainly doesn't want to drop a 3 at this stage. Needs to make a difference here. Only 3 ends to play. What can the defending champion do with this bowl? Looks down a very good track. Even get a piece of his own red bowl helps. Might have saved. Definitely 1 green.
One shot, Martin Paquet.
Set score 4-5 after 7 ends.
Well, that certainly keeps
Joe has 2
Joe
timeouts
Moore in the
remaining.
game. He's looking a bit dicey there if he'd have dropped a 3. The England versus Scotland battle continues of the Just World Under-25s Championship here.
Jack length 29 metres.
Well, if Martin can score at this end, lots of pressure again. Still on the defending champion. Great opening bowl from the young Englishman. Close here. Not a bad bowl there. Not short, gives him opportunities later on in the end. Close again here, all on pace. Needs to get a touch on that jack.
Sorry? One red, yes.
Just confirming it's 1 shot to
Your
Joe
bowl
there.
gap is 1.5 inches.
Pressure bowl there. Martin's on a high line here. Great effort.
1 red.
Not a lot of room here for Joe to score another shot. He would be happy to come out of end 8, even holding 1 shot, but Martin's in a good position at the moment to touch the jack to his own green bowl. high line here from Joe Mowat. Interestingly enough, that might have set it up a little bit for Martin here. Can afford to just play just over the draw. Even if he gets a little nick off that red bolt, it would bring him back into the head. Chances. Something similar to his last. In the area. He's very close to this. Any contact with that brings him back to the jack. Oh, very unlucky. Joe claiming the one very quickly there.
One shot, Joe Mower.
Set score 5-5 after 8 ends.
It was a very definite call of I'm not playing my last bowl, so we'll see Alan walk up to the mat and send Joe's last bowl down. All square, playing the last end of the second set. Don't forget, Martin Puckett won the first set. So this is a must-win end for Joe Mower to take us into the tie-break. Martin scores at this end, and he moves into the final tonight at 7:30.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
It's almost like a tie-break end situation in itself when you're all square playing the last. It doesn't really matter how you count the end, you just want to come off winning the end. Track again from Martin. A bit of room. Good bolt. Joe looks down a good track here again. He's put that little extra pound of weight in. Gets a piece of the green bolt right through the gap. Well. Sometimes they say holes for bowls, but that went at an angle through that gap. Martin won't want to set up a target here. Drift under. It's not bad. Touch shorter than what he wanted. I don't think Joe likes that by his body language. Track looks all right. I don't think he's reaching. Well. He'd have barely made jack length there. Could have afforded to have that pound of weight on because he's got the back bolt, which no doubt Martin will be looking to cover down the backhand here.
Timeout called. Martin has 2 timeouts remaining.
He'll want to get a good second. He'll also just want to be just behind the head at the right-hand side of your screen. Reach that back bowl of Joe Mower's. He's looking to play it off the forehand. Anything behind. Yeah, not wasted. Martin Puckett holds one shot with Joe Mower 1 bowl left to play. Joe has got to count after this bowl comes to rest. Oh, we we will have a new champion here in the World Under-25s. Overplayed it. Defending champion
One
out.
shot,
Martin
second set
Puckett
and the
moves
match
into
for
the
Martin
final.
Puckett.
We will have a new champion here this year. Come back with us this
Well, the
afternoon for
appreciation
Ellen
for both
Ryan
players,
versus
ladies and gentlemen.
Jason Banks.
Some quality
And the
bowls there
final
from the
tonight
young
at
guys.
7:30. Thanks so much for your
But it
company.
is Martin who goes through to tonight's final, our World Indoor Under-25 singles final. Martin, ladies and gentlemen, give him a nice round of applause. Martin Puckett, the winner of this match, going through to the final. Well, that does conclude our matches for this morning here in the International Arena. Don't forget, live on BBC One this afternoon at 2:30 for our second semi-final match between Stuart Anderson and Greg Harlow, who will go through to face Paul Foster in tomorrow's World Indoor Singles final. We will find out then. Have a great morning, everybody, and we'll see you then. Thank you very much.